exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to some more Chicago Cougars relocation franchise here in Madden 22. That is right, we are back with another episode, and this is where the happiness ends. Last episode was not my brightest moments, was not my finest moments, was not my happiest moments, because we had a 10-point lead against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go. This wasn't just a lead that we had in the second quarter or in the third quarter. This was a fourth quarter lead, double digits, and we ended up losing. I don't know how it happened, but it did happen. And I could not be more upset about it. It's frustrating. It shouldn't have happened. It did happen. So we are 1-1 on the year. We lost one game last year, funny enough, to the Jaguars. So it seems like the Jaguars are our kryptonite in this series. I don't know why, but they are. But that's the fun part about being in this new season, because we're in all Madden difficulty. It's not supposed to be easy for me. It's supposed to be difficult, which is I'm not mad that we lost necessarily. Not as much. I'm mad at the way that we lost. The way that we lost a 10-point lead in under 3 minutes. Like, that just shouldn't happen. Whether that's the Madden being a bad game, or whether that's me being a bad player, or a little bit of both. It's probably a little bit of both. But I'm not necessarily mad that we lost the game, because you're not supposed to win every game in the NFL. It's too hard. So losing games is a part of the league. It's part of the game. So the fact that we lost is okay. The way that we lost and the way that we went about losing was not okay. That's what I'm upset about. So I just wanted to express that to you guys. But we've moved on. Even if you can't tell, I've moved on from that. That's in the past. We're not looking back at it. We've got a big game against the Buffalo Bills in today's episode. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are excited. Join the Juice Club. We'd love to have you. Let's get into some Madden 22 Chicago Cougars Week 3 action, baby. Here we are, week number 3. We've got players ready to negotiate. We took a look at that at the end of last episode. There's some big names on that list of people that need new contracts. I did scout some college players. I used the points. There's a couple guys in the early part of this class. We don't have a first-round pick, remember, because we traded that for Trey Lance. So if we do want to trade up to get somebody, it would have to be pretty expensive. The only guy that I would even consider probably trading up for is this guy, Rashawn Bingham, out of Oklahoma State, defensive tackle. He looks like an absolute stud. And he would be the only guy, at least as far as I've scouted so far, he would be the only guy that I would consider trading up for. But I will continue to do some scouting. I haven't really gotten that far. As you can see, I've only scouted a few guys. I scouted one quarterback. It was this Mark Burton guy, because he's the #1 player in the class. He's only a mid-first round talent, so he's not going to be super good. He's going to be like early 70s, I should say, like 73, 72, around that range. So he's not going to be super good. Quentin James looks really, really good, 6'2", 225, but we don't need a wide receiver, so we're not going to... I have him on the board just because he's an early first-round talent. We're obviously not going to get him. Even if we had a first-round pick, I wouldn't draft him because we don't need a wide receiver. But as you can see on the left, those are our draft picks that we have, and we probably need to fix the defense more than the offense. We probably need to get another corner, maybe another safety, a defensive tackle to go alongside J.J. Watt, because nobody knows how long J.J. Watt's going to play. We kind of just have a lot of patchwork on the defensive side of the football. The offense is good. We need a center, but other than that, the offense is looking really good. I could probably do with another running back. Maybe we move on from a Juan Jordan or a J.J. Robinson, or maybe we just get another running back to replace Raheem Mostert when he inevitably declines, because he is 31 years old, 83 overall. So he's going to get close to dropping an overall pretty soon. On the defense, like I said, I could do with another defensive tackle because J.J. Watt is 34. He's 34. He's 93 overall. He's going to start declining even more as he gets older. Devon Hamilton's a good second-string defense tackle, but he's not a starter, at least not yet. So we're gonna need that. Corner, definitely, because we're still waiting on Jeff Sewell to develop. He's just a rookie, so obviously. We have Pat Surtain, who is a stud. And then other than that, we have Kyle Fuller, who's just a rental. Bradley Roby, who's never going to be anything anymore. Vernon Hargreaves, who's not going to be anything. So we definitely need a corner. Outside linebacker, I'm okay with, because we still need to see how Cousins develops. We still need to see how Odafe Owe develops. Telfair and Royals both can develop. Plus, we have Logan Wilson there as well. He's still pretty young. He's like 27, right? 27. So he's still pretty young. We need another safety, I mentioned, because Marcus May is getting up there in age as well. He's 30. And Justin Reed is also 26. So he's still pretty young, but we do need another safety here, whether that be a backup or something. We just need something. So the defense is what we need to work on the most. As you can see, it's only 83 overall. There is one thing that I was looking at, and I've been thinking about this for a while. It would be another trade, this time with the Cowboys. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I don't know how much of an overall he is. He's only a 75. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs has been killing it in real life, so it shouldn't be that difficult to bring him in. If we throw them a Vernon Hargreaves, what does this do straight up? Okay, so this is going to be easier to get him. So if we give them Vernon Hargreaves, and then we dip into our bag of tricks for next year, or maybe we go to a 5th-round pick this year. Trade offers accepted. Massive deal, ladies and gentlemen. Massive deal. Trayvon Diggs for Vernon Hargreaves and a 5th-round pick. Huge deal. That adds another young corner to go alongside Pat Surtain and Jeff Sewell. So now I want to go to the corner's position and make sure that he's here. Trayvon Diggs is right there. So I think what I want to do is I kind of want to make Jeff Sewell and Trayvon Diggs both 3 and 4, and then drop Bradley Roby down, just because I want to get them as much development as possible. And then our slot corner is already Jeff Sewell, so I think we'll keep it as that. And then we'll put Trayvon Diggs as the second slot corner. I like that a lot. Other than that, I think we're good. That was really the only move that I was really wanting to make to get Trayvon Diggs on the squad. He's a star development too, right? Oh, he's only normal. I thought he was star development. Maybe I misread that. That's okay. I still wanted Trayvon Diggs because he's a good young player. He's only like 23, right? 25. Okay, so he's 3 years in the league, 25 years old. That's a good pickup. I like him better than Vernon Hargreaves. So he's going to be corner number 4 for us. Bradley Roby will drop down. Maybe we trade Bradley Roby at some point, either this season or in the offseason, because he's definitely not going to be a long-term option for us. There is one final move that I wanted to do, and I wanted to do this on camera. Last episode, I was very upset at Trey Lance. Not because of the way we lost the game, because he threw a pick. That was more my fault than anything. I was more mad at Trey Lance for that 3rd down that he threw overhead of Terry McLaurin. I think it was Terry McLaurin. It was either Terry McLaurin or Jamar Chase. Either one. He threw it above him and incomplete on a crucial 3rd down. So for this game, Davis Mills will get the start. I'm too mad. It's something that I could not forgive him for, and I need to make a statement. So Davis Mills will get the start ahead of Trey Lance here. I can't go after what I said about Trey Lance in the last episode. I can't go in the very next week have him start. So he needs to learn his lesson. I know it's just a video game, but he needs to learn his lesson in the storyline. So he's going to sit. He's going to sit this week. He's in the doghouse, let's say. He's in the proverbial doghouse. We are definitely defending the deep pass on Josh Allen because he has a cannon. So we're going to do that. Our game is going to be the short pass because we have Davis Mills back in, so Davis Mills loves to do the short pass. We are getting close on upgrading Sean Wade, Kalen Cousins, Jeff Sewell, all getting close to an upgrade. We are not scoring 5 rushing touchdowns. We are going to, at the most, continue to stick with the 2 passing touchdowns. That seems to be the easiest. And we are going to start the training. No injuries. We don't need any injuries. We need a clean week of practice so that we can get into this game against the Bills and be ready to go. So no offensive injuries. Perfect. On defense, we have no injuries. Beautiful. Perfect week of practice. Actually beautiful. We have an upgrade to give, at least one. We have Garrett Wallow and Terry McLaurin gets an upgrade. All right, so we're going to go with a deep threat for Terry McLaurin. He's a 95, playing up to a 96. He gets +1 to speed, which is cool. He's a superstar in development. Hopefully he gets X Factor. And Wallow, you can get pass coverage just to help your overall a little bit. So that's good. He's 24 years old out of TCU. All right, I think we've done all the housekeeping stuff that we needed to do. I talked about everything. Player negotiations, I'll probably do that off camera because it's not really that exciting. I'm just giving people a lot of money. I will tell you that I'm definitely bringing back Chase Young. I'm bringing back Larry Tunsil, and I'm bringing back Devon Hamilton. Those are 3 guys that I'm definitely bringing back. We're obviously bringing back Mekhi Becton. We are not going to have any money in free agency. Maybe I don't bring back Devon Hamilton. I don't know, because I got to bring back Mekhi Becton. I got to bring back these 3 guys. These are my 3 main guys I got to bring back. Other than that, guys can either come and go, or we make a decision at the end of the season. I don't know. We're going to bring back Trayvon Diggs because we just signed him, or we just traded for him. Cam Curl, I do like Cam Curl, but do we need him? I don't know. We'll have to make some tough decisions later on. But obviously the top 3 guys are Chase Young, Larry Tunsil, and Mekhi Becton. Because that's our right and left side of the offensive line. We got to bring those guys back. So they're coming back. Chase Young obviously coming back because he's a stud. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for contracts. And now it's time to play the Buffalo Bills. Whew, did they change their name? It's not Orchard Park anymore? It's Highmark Stadium? I thought it was Orchard Park. They must have got a new sponsor or something. Whatever. We're going to Buffalo, New York. It's early in the season, so it's not going to be cold, but it is going to be a hostile environment. Wish me luck, boys. This is going to be a tough game. Let's get in there.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bills. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend in fall, and we have made the journey to Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Cougars and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cougars football underway in Buffalo, New York. You obviously can tell that I changed the jerseys for the Buffalo Bills. I like these jerseys. These are the jerseys I grew up with as a football fan. These are the jerseys that they had in the 90s, 2000s. So I wasn't a fan of the jerseys that they changed into now, the ones they have currently. When they first came out, but they've kind of grown on me a little bit. I like them more now than I did when they first debuted them. But these jerseys will always be the Buffalo Bills jerseys. These are the jerseys that Marshawn Lynch wore, Drew Bledsoe, all those boys in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s Buffalo Bills. Those are the teams that I grew up with as a Patriots fan, having to play them twice a year. Oh, that's not a good way to start at all. Raheem Mostert just got bulldozed on the second play of the game. And that's a fumble. No review, anything. That's a clean fumble. Not a good way to start this game. Josh Allen under center. They have Devin Singletary, who breaks a tackle and is wrapped up by J.J. Watt. Oh, of course. Of course we can't get any good momentum to start a game. It's either we kick the ball off first and then the team goes down and scores, or we get the ball first and we have a turnover on the first drive of the game. That's just what happens to us. We can't have any good luck. The Bills look like they have a tight end that's injured. They still have Josh Allen. They still have Stephon Diggs, obviously, so they're still very dangerous. Looks like they still have Gabriel Davis as well. They're going to have... There's Diggs. Speaking of Diggs, he's right there. That's going to be a stop, though. 4th down and 2. They're going to go for it at the 12. I respect it. I respect it that they're going to go for it. And we are going to try and get there. Meet him at the line. He didn't get it. We hold him. What a stand from the defense. What a stand from the defense. We don't usually get that kind of luck, but we did here. And you know what? Terry is in tight coverage. We might as well try something cool. If that's one-on-one and it's not, and I have to throw that away because there was deep safety help and I'm not throwing a pick. At least not right now. Davis Mills gets the start for Trey Lance because he's in the doghouse right now. I'm not saying that Trey Lance is benched for the season, obviously. It just depends on, one, how Davis Mills plays in this game. This is his first start of the season. And it also depends on just a whole lot of things, like if I want Trey Lance to continue to feel the pressure of being the starting quarterback for a defending Super Bowl champion team. He's still a young quarterback. He's got to work on some accuracy issues. He's got a lot of stuff to work on. So having a day off is probably a good thing for him, just to get his head back, just to learn the system more. Davis Mills has had a season in this system. He knows how to use it, so hopefully he can lead us to a victory. And this really depends on, we're going to ride the hot hand no matter what. So if Davis Mills wins this game and looks good, we're going to keep with Davis Mills. So we're going to ride the hot hand. I told you there was going to be a quarterback battle, and I didn't think it was going to be this early that we would already had moved on to Davis Mills. But what Trey Lance did was just unforgivable. I could not physically start him the very next week after what he did as Raheem Mostert just went right by everybody. That is some speed, next level speed from Raheem Mostert. He had a rough game in terms of stats last week against the Jaguars, but he actually he didn't have a rough game. He had 100+ yards. They couldn't stop our run. He just couldn't get in the end zone. And now he finally gets in the end zone for the first time this season. That's a beautiful way to start this game. We hold the Bills to a turnover on downs, and we score. Beautiful. I just wish we wouldn't have had that stupid fumble on the very first possession. We would have such a big momentum advantage if we didn't have that. But the Bills are back out there. Josh Allen under center, Singletary behind him. He's going to snap, hand it off to Singletary, and he's going to be... He broke off the tackle of Pat Surtain, but Odafe Owe is the one to bring him down. I got to get used to some of these new guys' numbers. Odafe Owe is 12 now, so I got to get used to that. I'm not sure what Cousins is. I can't see. He's crouched. Can't see what his number is. And that's going to be incomplete. Jeff Sewell. We moved him up. We moved Jeff Sewell up to the number 2 or the number 3 corner. So we'll hopefully see more impact from him. And Trayvon Diggs, I don't know if he's out there right now, but he is the number 4 corner. And that's going to be, no! Lonnie Johnson Jr. stuffed him at the line, but Singletary just bruised right by him and ran him over. Oh, that's so upsetting. We had him stop for another 3 and out. Wow, Singletary just ran right over Lonnie Johnson Jr. That's a big hit from Royals. You're not running through Royals, that's for sure. You are going to feel the hammer when Royals drops it. Trent Favors really has not done much in this early part of the season. They're going to keep the handoff to Devin Singletary, and Marcus May is going to dive right at him Superman style and bring the pain. We are going to pinch or blitz the linebackers and pinch the line again because they could run here. We need to stop them here. Oh, they're going to pass it. It's going to be a quick throw to Stephon Diggs. Kyle Fuller, the only man. He's breaking a bunch of tackles. Stephon Diggs broke 2 tackles and got a touchdown. What are you going to do about that? That's just... So, there's a missed tackle coming up here. Right off. He just shrugs him off. There's another missed tackle. And then a third technically missed tackle. And then Chase Young just bumps him into the end zone. There's just not much you can do on that. That's all you can say. There's just not much you can do at that point. Stephon Diggs was determined to get into the end zone there, and nothing was going to stop him. He was going to break every single tackle. If he would have came in with like 3 more guys, he would have broke all those tackles. And so much for the momentum. We had 2 opportunities to stop them and get the ball back, and they converted on both of them. So not looking good for the defense, but Tajay Chamberlain's got some open space, and it closed quickly as he gets to the 30. Okay, so let's keep the run game going because it was solid last drive. It doesn't seem like a lot of teams. The Browns couldn't necessarily stop the run game in week 1. The Jaguars definitely couldn't stop Raheem Mostert. And now so far, a couple of runs in, Raheem Mostert's been looking pretty good. So I'm hoping that this season our run game is really what just keeps us ahead of everybody else. Davis Mills motioning Tajay Chamberlain inside closer. Rolling out of the pocket, has to throw on the run, and that's going to be a diving interception by Tre'Davious White. Oh my God, that's not good. Davis Mills with a very inaccurate throw on the run pass. That's probably mostly my fault because I was throwing on the run. I know that I played with Davis Mills last year. I know he doesn't have very good throw on the run, but that was the only way I was going to get space to throw that football to where I wanted to throw it because Terry McLaurin had beat his man. It was just super inaccurate. Terry couldn't get there in time, and Tre'Davious White makes a crazy interception. That's going to be Stephon Diggs again, man. He breaks another tackle. My God. Tackle Stephon Diggs. He's not the strongest dude in the NFL. I mean, I got to check and see what his break tackle is. He can't have that high of a break tackle. It's just Stephon Diggs. Like, I know he's a really good receiver. Pick that off. Oh, Marcus May. That was our chance. I swatted that instead of picking that off. I didn't realize that was going to be such a weird pass from Josh Allen. That was a chance that maybe even a pick 6. That would have changed the momentum completely. That's a wide open pass to Gabriel Davis. I don't know if that was Surtain or if that was Fuller. Somebody got beat. Somebody got beat on that one, and it was disgusting. And just like that, we're down 14-7. Okay, that's not. I'm not gonna knock Davis Mills on that interception. That was mostly my fault. So I'll take responsibility for that. Tajay Chamberlain down to the 24-yard line. All right, let's regroup. It happens. We throw interceptions. They are showing heavy pressure. So we will audible into a pass. I'm going to test Tre'Davious White because it's Terry McLaurin. That's why you test the best corner, because you got the best receiver. Terry McLaurin. Wow, what a catch. One-on-one, Davis just lobs it up because he's got pressure from the lineman. He lobs it up, and Terry McLaurin just goes one-on-one with White, who is in the zone, by the way, and he just gets up there and mosses him. Scary Terry. Look at that. And then he puts the first down. He does the first down marker. Terry McLaurin, you are a god. A literal god. Look at that. Terry. That is scary Terry at his finest. What a catch, too, by the way. Like, the fact that he went up and mossed Tre'Davious White, who's in the zone. Look at that. He just gets body positioning and just easy catch. No chance that they were stopping that, and then gets brought down by somebody else. Boom, Terry. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Terry McLaurin, baby, at the 29-yard line. Momentum starting to shift back to us. Let's see if we can get the run game going here on a good one. Good block. Good enough block. Raheem Mostert's going to get some extra yards there. It wasn't the greatest block, but it was good enough to get to the edge. 23-yard line. Jamar Chase is back out there. We got Zach Ertz, Chamberlain. I'm going to have to hit this to Zach Ertz. Those are the riskiest throws that you're ever going to throw in Madden. And this time it worked out. I hate throwing those passes. But it was the only thing open, just like this. Zach Ertz wide open, nobody around him. Great block from Chamberlain. And that's a touchdown, number 2 on the day, or on the season for Zach Ertz. Number 1 for the season for Davis Mills. Big time play. Great block from Chamberlain, by the way. I mentioned that in the call, but great block. He blocked the only dude that had a chance to stop Zach Ertz. And Davis Mills 3 for 3, 69 yards. Nice on that drive. And we have tied this game back up. We are competitive with the Bills, which is what we should be. I mean, we're the freaking defending champions. We should be competitive with every team. But the way that our defense has played this season, I'm a little bit worried about later in the season. We are getting torched by a lot of teams. The Browns absolutely destroyed us on the ground, exposed us through the run game. The Jaguars exposed us through the air, and now the Bills are doing the same thing. They're exposing us through the air. 14-14, early second quarter. They're going to hand it off. They are going heavy run with Devin Singletary. That's already the 10th rush of the game for Singletary. They are going heavy on the run game. 3rd and 5, though. We need the boys to step up. We are going to go with a zone-all scheme for the linebackers. And they're going to run this ball, and he's going to bring him down. Chase Young saves it. Chase Young saves the first down. Zach Moss, and that's a 3-and-out. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Exactly what we needed to do. Great punt, by the way. Devontae Smith is back there. He gets some action, and he's going to cut back to the left. He's got some space. He's got the speed. Devontae Smith down the left sideline. Nobody's by him. Devontae Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner, will high step his way to the end zone. That is why you take out J.J. Robinson and put in Devontae Smith as he high steps his way to the end zone. Who needs offense when you've got special teams? Devontae Smith makes an instant impact on the punt return game, something that we did not have last season with J.J. Robinson. Now we actually have a dynamic, electric threat back there on the punt return game. And that gives us a 7-point lead, exactly what we needed. The momentum fully back in our side. Well, not fully, but back in our side. And that's a fumble. Cam Curl. And we get the ball back. Cousins recovers it. What is going? Hold on. So we get the special teams unit. It has eaten their Frosted Flakes for sure. I don't know what is going on here. Cam Curl just comes up and lays the hammer on Brown. That ball pops out, and Cousins is picking it up. It kind of sucks that I missed it with, who is that? That looks like, that's 27. Who is 27? Is that Bradley Roby? No, it's Stephon Diggs. Or, not Stephon Diggs, Trayvon Diggs. I missed it with him, and then Cousins wraps it up. But Cam Curl lays the boom on Brown. Boom! And then the ball comes out. That is momentum fully in our side. And I just realized that this is Stephon Diggs versus Trayvon Diggs, brother versus brother, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get some trickery here with Tajay Chamberlain. We don't run this play a lot, and it's going to work, at least down to the 2. Tre'Davious White caught up to Chamberlain, but that's going to work very well. Down at the 2, it is a 21-14 game, a chance to go up by 2 touchdowns here. Quick throw to Zach Ertz, touchdown! And the Cougars lead by 2, scores. Big time plays from the special teams. The special teams has made the difference in this game so far. Without them, it'd be 14-14. Big time plays from big time players. I say it all the time. Big time plays are made by big time players. Let's see if we can do it again. Can we get back-to-back fumble recoveries on the kickoff? Cam Curl, can he do it again? He did it again! Oh my God, he did it again. Cam Curl made him fumble that football again. This time the Bills are lucky and get the ball back. Unbelievable. I was just joking. I didn't think that was actually going to work, but Cam Curl lays the hammer twice and gets both times the fumble or the ball pops out. Unfortunately for us, that's a false start. Unfortunately for us, the second time we could not pick it up. Perfect. False start. That drops him back 5 yards. 1st and 15 now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This has been a crazy first half already. Allen already backed up now. They're going to hand this off to Singletary. They are going heavy run. And I can't tackle. I cannot tackle to save my life. Devin Singletary, 1 play touchdown. I cannot user tackle to save my gosh darn life. Why am I so bad at user tackling? I don't understand it. So the replay starts here for some reason. But I missed the tackle with, who is that, Roby? Or is it Justin Reed? That's Justin Reed. He's wearing 20. I got to get these numbers. I'm so stupid. Justin Reed misses the tackle. That was me, clearly, who missed that. Then I miss it with Royals, I think, and Cousins both miss. I was Cousins. Royals jumped automatically, and he missed the tackle, and then nobody was ever going to catch him here. Chase Young slowed down, and it's just the worst. I am so bad at user tackling, it's embarrassing. I don't know why I'm so bad. I don't know if it's something that my brain and my hands are not, my hand-eye coordination is not working. I don't know what's going on, but it's just, I'm really bad. I can't tackle in the open space very well. Oh, God, it's embarrassing. And just like that, it's a 7-point game, so this is going to be a fight. This is going to be a slugfest. You can already tell. I mean, we have 28 and 21 points in the first half. This is high-powered offense versus a lot of luck on our side of things. All right, Terry McLaurin one-on-one in press coverage. I like the sound of that. If the safety comes up to help, he did. One-on-one, Terry McLaurin, Davis Mills. All you need to do is light it up, and he did. And he missed the tackle. Terry McLaurin, 1 play, touchdown, Cougars. Big time play. That's what happens when the safety comes in close. And Davis Mills, we did that a lot last season, and this time it works. Davis Mills, the one-on-one coverage, he put a beautiful ball. Terry McLaurin caught it in stride, and this was a big play. Jumping, missing that tackle from, I think that's Bryce Callahan, and then Terry McLaurin was gone from there. Nobody was going to catch him. Terry, scary Terry, baby. Praising the Lord because he is that guy. Terry is that dude right there. Big time play from a big time receiver. This is what I'm talking about. Big time plays from big time receivers. I don't know how much more I have to say because it's big time plays from big time receivers. And just like that, we have full momentum and we have our 2-score lead back because Terry McLaurin's a god. I'm so happy we chose to trade Jerry Jeudy instead of Terry McLaurin. I mean, I'm sure Jerry Jeudy would have made that catch too, but Terry's just a different animal, man. He is a different animal. Davis Mills has looked really solid. The only bad play was that interception. That wasn't on him. That was on me. Can we force this fumble again? Oh, the kick. Kaimi Fairbairn was the one that put the hammer down. Cam Curl didn't get a chance to. So they got 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning. We are playing really tight coverage as well. Stephon Diggs good burners here if they go crazy here. And J.J. Watt's going to stop them. We can't allow them to get another big run like that. They're exposing us through the ground now more than they are through the air. Sean McDermott's still the head coach of the Buffalo Bills, as you would expect. It looks like we got the glitch where the R2 button is really big on the top of the screen. That's going to be Cam Curl affecting that pass. I thought he might have been able to get a hand in there and pick it off, but that's okay. 3rd and 11. We will fight for a turnover whenever we get it. We don't have a lot of, I don't think we have an interception. Oh, we do. Pat Surtain had that pick 6 in week 1. That's right. I think that's our only interception of the season so far. But we are going to hold him to a 3-and-out, and we'll get the ball back with a chance to score before halftime because the Bills get the ball to start the second half. So we got to score again here, make this lead even crazier. Devontae Smith's already got 1 today. Devontae Smith already has 1. I chose the wrong way probably. But that was still a really good kick return, or a punt return for Devontae. I'll take it. If he can't get on the field in terms of receiving, you might as well get in terms of punt returns. So That's good. Is the safety gonna? No, the safety learned his lesson. He's not going deep. That's a pick. Okay, let's go through my thought process here. So I see Terry McLaurin, and I could throw it here. I could throw it right there to Terry McLaurin. He's got space. That's an easy catch and run. I didn't do that because I thought that the way Madden works, the ball would be like traveling so far into this area that it would either get knocked out or incomplete or picked off by the safety. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to do that. I see Zach Ertz right there. I do see Zach Ertz, but that's one of those risky throws where this linebacker could make the play, either knock it out or incomplete. So I go, for some reason, I clicked Jamar Chase instead of Tajay Chamberlain, who had more space and was more open than Jamar Chase. So I throw it here because I got two linemen coming at me. I throw it right there. At that moment, I'm like, this is a pick. Because I see that he's covered heavily. He's blanketed by that corner. And the ball, for some reason, is pass led over there. I kind of wish it was like up straight so that it would lead him this way. But it goes straight over here. It was almost like it was targeted to Terry McLaurin. And look at that. Look how the difference is from the ball. The ball looks like I threw it to Terry and it was just underthrown. But no, that was actually to Jamar Chase, and it's an easy pick for the safety, who, ironically, I was worried about intercepting the Terry McLaurin pass, and he ends up intercepting the ball anyway. So I should have been worried. I should have thrown to Tajay. He was the obvious the obvious receiver to hit. I panicked. I saw people coming at me, and I threw it to R1 instead of what I should have done, which was throw it to Chamberlain. And it's a turnover. Because both of those have been my fault. Davis Mills has not played bad in this game. I want you guys to understand that. Davis Mills has not played bad in this game. He has 2 interceptions because of me. Both have been my fault. They have not been his fault. Hopefully this defense can hold on to the lead. And Chase Young, I almost got past or roughing the passer there. Incomplete. Great job, Fuller. I legit thought they were going to call roughing the passer there. I was really late to Josh Allen. 3rd and 5, 51 seconds left. It's going to be a quick throw to Diggs, and he's going to get hammered by Justin Reed. They're going to call a timeout here. Trent Favors needs to make an impact, man. I am tired of him getting just nothing. Him and Chase Young both have really done nothing. Chase Young got a sack in week 1, but other than that, nothing. Screen pass, J.J. Watt's going to bring him down. That's going to be their second timeout. They've got 43 seconds, 1 timeout, not in field goal range as of yet. That could obviously change. They're going to go with Josh Allen pass. Trent Favors is there, but he's too fast, and he falls down. I don't think I touched him, though. They're going to use their final timeout. They're going to go for another play, I would assume, right? Or are they going to kick this field goal? They're going to go for another play. 21 seconds. It's field goal range, I would guess. It doesn't look that far away. But if we keep them in bounds, they have no more timeouts, no way to stop the clock. And he's going to go out of bounds. He does go out of bounds. Oh, clock's still running. He didn't get out of bounds, or they didn't call him out of bounds. The clock is still running. They're not going to get time to get that ball off. I thought, how did he not go out of bounds in that? I could have almost guaranteed he would have went out of bounds there. But whatever, they're going to call it as, I'll take it because they don't get points. We survived the half. It looks like Ian Book is starting for the New Orleans Saints. So whatever you make of that. That's going to be not a big hit because I was Jordan instead of Logan Wilson. All right, defense. It's a fresh quarter. It's a fresh half. Get some pressure on Josh Allen. Stop this run game. They're going to fake it. Play action to Stephon Diggs. And I just... I don't want to talk about it, okay?
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. but sometimes that binds you up so.
All right, let's go through it. Let's go through it. So it's play action. Whoever this is, who's number 8? Is that who is that? It's Telfair. Telfair's number 8. Okay, so Telfair was coming through. He had a shot at sacking Josh Allen, but Josh Allen gets that ball away quickly to Stephon Diggs, who's wide open, by the way. Like, there's nobody on him at the entire route. He's wide open because we were playing the zone, so he is wide open. And then I go for a big hit with Justin Reed, completely whiff on the big hit somehow. I don't know how I completely whiffed, but I did. And then it turns me into Pat Surtain. I dive, thinking that I'm going to be Marcus May. I dive, completely whiff, and then the CPU dives with Marcus May, and he's gone from there. So yeah, that's what just happened on that play. I want to take a shower. That was gross. That was disgusting. Both on my part and on Madden's part, and Trayvon Diggs almost made an immediate impact in this game. One play, 82 yards, 14 seconds, and just like that, the Bills have momentum, and the Bills have a 1-score deficit. This game is full of frustration. The frustration is starting to build a little bit. The Bills keep playing this uptight press coverage at the line. I don't know what is going on here. They back off a little bit here. I'm going to have to dump this to Zach Ertz. He's going to catch it and secure it for 2. Good job, Davis. All right, let's get back to running this football. We've kind of gone away from it here because I've been taking those big shots with Terry McLaurin, and they're going to get right. They stuffed me at the line. We lost 2 on that. And just like that, it's 3rd down and 10. We got to get a few yards on this so that we can go for it on 4th. I mean, I'm going to go for it on 4th anyway, but I need to make it look better than what it actually is. Terry McLaurin! Oh, I hate those animations, bro. Those animations are literally the worst. This would never happen in the NFL. I mean, Terry McLaurin caught that. Yes, it's a big hit, but Terry McLaurin had that in his hands. There's no way he's dropping that. There's no way. Come on. He dropped it before he hit him. Look at this. The ball is out right. If I can get it a little bit closer, the ball is out right there. And in terms of Madden animations, Bryce Callahan has not hit him yet. And yet that ball is completely out. So, I hate those animations. We're not punting. We don't punt on this channel. You guys know this. It's cost me in the past, but we don't punt on this effing channel. We just don't do it. I've never done it. I don't think I've ever punted. I may have punted one time. I don't think I've ever punted on this channel before. And that's going to cost me a big-time interception. God! It's basically a punt, okay? It's an arm punt. I'm screwing Davis Mills right now with all these interceptions. Man, I suck in this game. How does Devin Singletary stiff-arm the life out of Kyle Fuller like that? I'm just glad that it was deep enough where it was an arm punt. That's a big hit from Odafe Oweh. And that's 3rd down. Big play from Odafe. Good job. Now it's time for 3rd down and 12. Maybe they won't even bother with it. Oh, they're going to audible. They are going to audible. We will play zone on the linebackers. And then rush with Chase Young. Chase, you can't get blocked by Singletary. Swat it out, swat it out. What's the flag? You cannot call pass interference! Oh my God!
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Tell me where the pass interference is. This game is gonna make me... I'm gonna punch something. I'm gonna literally break something if this game continues to do what it's doing. What on this play is pass interference? There's a little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. That's just the game. And then clearly, he's got his head turned around. He just swats the ball away. Where's the pass interference? How is this pass interference, Madden? What are we talking about here? What on this play is pass interference? This is just pushing and shove. That's just hand fighting. Like, that's boxing out. And then this is not, there's nothing here. He swats the ball away. He literally only makes contact with the ball. He's got his head turned around. There's nothing. Ah! It's not pass interference. I can't believe they called that. They just got it at the 1. They have the ball at the 1-yard line for that. That is not pass interference. I can't believe they just called that. My God, the game just sold me right there. The game literally sold me. Like, I cannot believe that they just did that. We had them on a 3rd and 12. Josh Allen takes a prayer to the end zone. For some reason, I don't know why he threw it there, but he did. And they call a bogus pass interference where there was no contact, and they get the ball at the 1, and then score on the very next play. How is that possible? Madden, what kind of game are you making where that is a pass interference call? Like, I'm not just mad that we're losing this. I'm not mad that we're tied. We should be tied with the Bills. The Bills are a good team. But I'm mad at the fact that you call that pass interference and you call a freaking holding call now on me again. Your game is so freaking predictable that I could have guessed that from... I would have bet my mortgage. I don't even have a mortgage. But I would have bet it on that being a holding call. Because this game is so freaking predictable. It's so staged. It's so scripted. This game sucks. It literally sucks. It's the worst football game I've ever played in my life. God. Hate this game so much, man. I just hate it. How can that be a passer? I'm so mad right now. I am not. This is not for the camera. This is not for the video. I am so mad right now that I could literally punch a hole in the wall. But I won't because I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to damage my own home and damage my hand because of this stupid game. But just know, that's the level of anger that I am feeling right now. And it just continues. Last game with the Jaguars, this game with the Bills, I cannot keep it up. If it keeps screwing me like it's screwing me right now, there's gonna be something bad happen. I'm gonna be a danger to my own health if this stuff keeps happening. Because I cannot take it when this stuff happens to me. How is that a pick? You've gotta be joking! Oh my God! Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. You just got to be. Why does he get so fast at the last second? Tre'Davious White, Chamberlain has a step on him, a half a step at least, but at the last second when the ball comes in, conveniently when the ball comes in, Tre'Davious White automatically turns on those auto boosts, the jets, and just intercepts that ball by undercutting. I cannot understand. You cannot even physically comprehend the level of anger that I have right now towards this game. Davis Mills has 4 interceptions, and literally none of them have been his fault. Maybe there's been a little bit of inaccuracy just because he's a lower rated quarterback. But it's just been this game, and it's been my incompetency as a quarterback play in this game. But mostly this game's just garbage. Like, I hope somebody clips this whole rant and sends it to EA. Maybe I'll do that, because it is just, it's god awful. How can that be pass interference? Maybe I'm just dumb, and that was clear pass interference, and I just didn't know it. Please, inform me. Tell me in the comments section if that was pass interference. There's no way that was pass interference. Literally no way. There was no contact. He had his hand, or he had his head on the facing the ball. It's not like he had his head turned away from the ball and was making contact. I cannot believe they called it. And then I cannot believe that they called a holding call. And then I cannot believe that we called they got an interception on the next play. Like, are you kidding me? The Bills have all the momentum now. This game sucks. It's so scripted. It is embarrassing at how scripted these games are. I try to make the most entertaining content possible. I try to be as fun and as happy and as jubilant as possible. I try to make the most entertaining, fun games as I can make. But it's just so hard when you have such a bad game to work with. Like, Doug Flutie's, whatever it's called, football, is better than this game at times. Like, it's just so bad. Hashtag free NFL from EA Sports, because I can't even jump. I'm pressing triangle. I'm pressing triangle to jump and make contact with that, and I completely didn't even animate. What are we talking about here? I pressed the button to animate. He doesn't do anything. He goes around and behind him and lets Gabriel Davis just go up and just high point the football. Why? I'm pressing triangle to jump and at least make contact with him and knock it down or something. But no, he just circles him like a shark in the water, and yet he doesn't do anything to pick it off. I can't with this game. I cannot. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. I am tired of this game right now. I am tired of this company. I've been mad at this game before. I've been mad. I've done rants on EA Sports and on Madden. I've done those in the past. You can go look those up on the channel. I've done these rants before. But this is a different level of anger that I'm feeling right now. I've not been this mad. There's been few times in my life I've ever been this mad, and none of them have involved a video game. And yet EA gets me to that level of anger. I don't know why a video game should get me to this level of anger, but it's just so bad. How can you how can a company, $1 billion company, feel confident and feel okay with scamming their consumers? Spilled my water on my phone.
Earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely.
I'll be right back.
Coming into the ball game, I would have...
It's a good thing my freaking phone's waterproof, or we'd be having bigger problems. Alright, let's continue with this freaking game. I've lost all energy to care at this point. I'm sorry if this is making for a bad video or for you not entertaining to watch. Maybe you're having fun because you like me seeing me angry and stuff because I don't usually get angry. But this game has just sent me over the edge. I don't know why it sent me over the edge, but it's just I can't deal with this game right now. Like, I really want to just quit this game and simulate a loss, but I don't want to do that at the same time.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him.
Good job. You stopped him. Now it's a 10-point deficit when it clearly shouldn't be.
So that CD an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on
I feel so bad for Davis Mills, man. He's got 5 interceptions or 4, some stupid number. A couple of them have been my fault. A couple of them have just been this game's garbage.
making a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line.
Now the screen's shaking like I'm on a boat.
The complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively. And my goodness, another interception. Yes, but Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
I don't even care. 19-29, 317 yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions in a single game. 6. It's not Davis Mills' fault.
So for the Bills, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
Terry McLaurin had 212 yards. Devontae Smith even returned a punt in this game. This game was close. And then Madden starting to screw me. Kalen Cousins gets an upgrade point. We shouldn't have lost that game. We shouldn't have lost against the Jaguars. We should be 3-0 right now. We really should be 3-0. We have a breakout player that we'll talk about next week, or in the next episode. I'm going to go do scouting off camera. I'm going to probably re-sign a couple players off camera. And then in the next episode, we'll start with the breakout player. We'll do some strategies, and then we'll play the 1-2 Saints. We should not be 1-2. We should not be. We should be 3-0. We should have won each of these games. And yet, Madden does what Madden does and becomes a sucky game that I just can't handle right now. I'm sorry that I'm not as happy as I usually am. I just can't. I can't do it. I need to take a break from this game for a little bit, at least in terms of recording. So, thanks so much for stopping by and watching. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy me getting mad, I'm sure that I'll get mad even more in the next coming up episodes. So, I don't know. I just need to take a break. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.